The Jedi aren't saying you don't form attachments or feelings. I think it's often misinterpreted too, even in our real world, what Star Wars is trying to say about it. But like, hey, you got to be prepared to let it go, because letting things go is just a form of change. I have to be able to say, I have to let that go, and I have to be able to move forward. Otherwise, yeah, you're Anakin and you're stomping down a hallway and you can't get anything. So the romance in the prequels is totally different,
Yeah.
but I think it's just as
Oh,
important.
also to your point about the like performance of it all with the pair,
Yeah.
I was thinking about this a lot. Like Queen and Knight is sort of like a romance that we've had since like medieval times. Eleanor of Aquitaine like made courtly love a
Mm,
thing because knights
mm.
were disgusting and soldiers, and then she was like, "You actually have to have manners." So this
Yeah.
French
Try a little harder there.
this French queen like came up with courtly love, and it has all, it's super contrived, and there are all these things you have to do, and like poetry you have to write to your lady.
Mm,
But that
mm,
those ideas and those mythos live in our culture for a really long time. I saw George talk at Comic-Con in San Diego, and he talked a lot
mm,
about the myths that we believe and how those like permeate our culture, whether or not they're true. And he was talking about like the American family and the ideal about like Thanksgiving. But I think it's true of
mm.
like the Queen and the Knight. And I think Anakin and Padme are super like they're that to the extreme. um,
Yeah.
and yeah, he
Yeah.
ultimately fails at courtly love, at being with her in a
Yeah.
real way. He fails on every level.